Hello, everybody. I'm going to take a moment and go over the last couple of weeks of class with you since week 5 is so short. I'm combining it with week 4. So for week 4, we are going to be covering chapters 6, 7, and 8. Positive and neutral messages for 6, chapter 7 being negative messages, and chapter 8 being persuasive messages. They all piggyback off each other. Your resumes are also due this week. I was kind of light on the assignments for chapter 6, 7, and 8 because I really want you to be able to spend time on your resume. And then we're also going to be joining groups on LinkedIn. And then for week 5, we're covering chapters 9 and 10, informal reports, and then formal reports. They also piggyback on each other. We will be taking quizzes in those chapters, and I'm also giving you a bonus feedback opportunity as well. So for week 4, once again, I've provided lecture notes for each chapters for 6, 7, and 8. Also have some writing exercises for 6 there. Once again, those are optional just for your benefit. And then quizzes for each one, of course. Here you will do your resume submission. And that's where you will submit your Word doc for your resume. And then here we are joining groups on LinkedIn. I've included a little video on how to do that. But it's a great opportunity to join groups. I would suggest, you will do it you can follow a school or a group in the industry you're interested in, or it could be a hobby. There is fashion groups. There's all kinds of groups. Just you will look at under the groups on LinkedIn. There's all kinds of groups you can join. So once you've done that, you'll just submit it here in the text submission box, your URL like normal. You will also be telling me why. You'll join at least 2 groups, and you are going to tell me why in the text submission box with your URL why you joined those 2 groups. Why are they beneficial, or why did you want to join those groups? Okay. And then once again, really quick, going back to your resume submission, you will submit here. You will upload your Word doc, and so I have once again attached these writing resume tips and your checklist. Right? So, or resume writing tips. I said that backwards. So that, in a nutshell, is what we are covering for week 4. And then week 5, we are jumping into chapters 9 and 10. If I can get back to week 5, it's probably just quicker for me to do this. Them being the last 2 chapters we are covering. I've got some lecture notes here as well. We're taking quizzes over both. You will be doing a chapter 9 discussion here. Once again, do not repeat any topics or subjects until they have all been covered. You will put the subject or topic in your subject line. That way people can easily see which ones have been taken. And then for chapter 10, as well as the quiz, you are going to do a chapter 10 assignment. I have attached here the assignment, and what it is, I've given you different websites. And we are going to be checking the credibility for each website. Here I've given you it's called the Evaluating the Credibility of the Web Documents. And you will be, let's see if I can pull that up real quick. You will just be looking at this information that I'm giving you on different aspects of websites. And you will be using this information to actually determine if the websites on this particular document are credible or not for research. Some of them are credible. Here's the websites I'm giving you. You will just go directly to the website. If you can't just click on them, just copy and paste them into a URL or your browser, sorry. And then you can just type in this document. It's a Word doc, so you can just turn it in this document. But you're going to tell me if the website is credible or not for research, why or why not. So you will be using that information from the other document that I have given you to kind of determine if it's credible for research or not. My students usually like this one. It's fun because some of the websites are kind of fun and wonky, and just something a little bit different to do. So you will have your chapters, besides your 2 quizzes for chapters 9 and 10, you'll have your chapter 9 discussion and your chapter 10 assignment. And then lastly, you will have this bonus feedback opportunity. Once again, I just ask you specific questions and you will just answer them. There's no right or wrong. Just there's no right or wrong for those. So just feedback from me. Anyways, that kind of wraps up our semester. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. And y'all are on the home